Question 14 on Test A, Section B, is asking about the redox reactions of Group 7 elements again. You have to identify the correct statement. In A, it says sodium chloride forms chlorine when added to concentrated sulfuric acid. That is not true. When sodium chloride reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, an acid-base reaction occurs, but the chloride ion is an insufficiently strong reducing agent to react with the conc sulfuric acid. B, again, there's no reaction. When sodium chloride reacts with bromine, the bromine is too weak an oxidizing agent. It's a bigger atom and the electrons on the outside are more shielded, so it can't attract an electron from the chloride ion. D, sodium bromide doesn't react with iodine. Again, the iodine is too weak an oxidizing agent. It's bigger, the electrons are more shielded, so it can't take an electron from the bromide ions. The correct answer is C. I've written the equation for the reaction. The bromide ions are sufficiently strong reducing agent to reduce the sulfuric acid. The sulfur goes from +6 in sulfuric 6 acid to +4 in sulfur dioxide, and the bromide ions are oxidized to bromine. Question 15 is asking about the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution, which we studied in the kinetics in the rates of reaction topic in year 12. I've drawn the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution here. Up the y-axis you have the number of molecules, along the x-axis you have the energy. The peak indicates the most probable energy. Because the curve is asymmetric, the mean energy lies to the right of this value. So the correct answer is D. The curve is not symmetrical. There are no molecules with zero energy because all molecules have energy above absolute zero, and the position of the maximum is affected by the temperature, as we saw during the rates of reaction topic. If you increase the temperature, it shifts to the right. If you decrease the temperature, it shifts to the left. The trick to answering question 16 is to draw the reactant, 1-phenyl ethanol. When you do this, you can see that the reactant is a secondary alcohol. There are two alkyl groups attached to the carbon that's attached to the OH. There's the phenyl group and a methyl group. Secondary alcohols are oxidized by acidified potassium dichromate to ketones. So you just have to look down the list of compounds to identify the one that is a ketone. And the correct answer is C. A is a primary alcohol, B is an aldehyde, and D is a carboxylic acid. Question 17 is asking about the work we covered in Atomic Structure Part 1 on ionization energy, and it's comparing the ionization energies of different elements. The first ionization energy increases across the period due to the increase in proton number. The elements have their outer electron in the same shell and they have similar shielding. So the noble gases have the highest ionization energy in each period, and then the ionization energy decreases down the group because the outer electron is further from the nucleus and more shielded. So the correct answer is helium, B. 18 is asking about oxidation and reduction again. There's no quick way to do this really. You have to work out the oxidation numbers of the chlorine in the different species. 3 of the reactions are disproportionation reactions, where part of the chlorine is oxidized and part reduced. The only reaction in which chlorine is only oxidized is D. I've written the oxidation numbers above the chlorine in the different equations. To answer this question, you have to remember the rules for assigning oxidation number, and you also have to remember that the chlorate ion always has a charge of minus, just one single negative charge. There's different forms of the chlorate ion, different oxidation numbers, and that's because chlorine can expand its octet. The maximum oxidation number that chlorine can have is +7, and that's when all 7 of chlorine's outer shell electrons are involved in bonding. In D, the chloride ion is either unchanged or the oxidation number becomes more positive, so the chloride is oxidized to chlorine element, which has an oxidation number of 0. In question 19, you just have to remember the formula for working out the amount of energy absorbed by the water, which is Q equals mc delta T. The mass of the water here is m, the specific heat capacity is C, and we're told that the temperature rise is Y. So delta T is Y. You also have to remember that a change of 1 degree Celsius is the same as a change of 1 Kelvin. So there is no need to convert between Kelvin and Celsius. The correct answer is A.